Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex Competitive back in today with a brand new video. And today, Goblin Slayer, episode 2, a great show with questionable CGI, I thought, this episode. There's some scenes I actually didn't like. Didn't mind it the first episode. But, so welcome to the video. Anyone who is manly enough to view the show and or womanly enough to view the show, welcome. You guys are the real MVPs. So, this episode did a great job of really giving us the reason why the Goblin Slayer is the Goblin Slayer. And it gives us some really cool insight on who he actually is, whether it be for better or worse. So, we find out that his older sister, which obviously he highly looked up to whenever he was little, we got to see that scene. She got treated by the goblins like the girl in the cave did in episode 1, essentially, right? Bruised, beaten, battered, and assaulted, right? So that makes sense, and he had to witness it the whole time. So getting that kind of that characterization, that immediately allows us to understand why he's like obsessed with this. And he's not just obsessed with it; he's gone in saying about it, like the way he's like, not a single one. We're gonna wait. We're gonna let them burn in there and wait and see if any escape. Then we're gonna hunt them down one by one. And like, I mean, he's a little insane. Like the one redheaded girl, his childhood friend, she's talking to her uncle or whatever, and he's like, hey, he's not the same person anymore. He's gone mad, and she even admits it. She's like, I know, but I'm still gonna wait. So we do get to see that he has gone mad. He's insane. Like he's not a bad person. No, he would never hurt a human. He would never do that. But he is obsessed. And or beyond, somewhere beyond obsessed, even you could say, about goblins. But we do also get to find out why we have these rookies taking goblin jobs, which are probably a little bit above their pay grade. They're probably in between, you know, the porcelain rank and the next rank up. It's probably somewhere in between that. But goblin slaying jobs definitely distinguish themselves to the point to where rooks probably shouldn't be doing them. You know, we see people dying. It's because they're not the best paying job. So higher ranks and or vets don't want to take those goblin slaying jobs. So at least the porcelains to take it. So that explains why the people at the reception desk kind of, you know, they have to let them take it. They can't say truly no for a job like that because they're right there on the cusp of being ranked high enough just right off the bat. I mean, it's kind of a rookie job, but it's kind of like an experienced rookie job, I'd say. But that makes sense now. You know, it makes sense why people get stuck with those jobs. So, I mean, other than that, though, we do get to learn a little bit more about goblins. They like to move at night, and then they like to come to a village and whatnot and scout it before they actually attack. So goblins are not dumb. I mean, whenever we get like the B-roll scenes and we have, you know, our Goblin Slayer narrating or commentating it, you know, it's pretty cool. I really like that. I really like the insight he's just laying out in front of us once again, you know, saying, hey, you know, people say, I scared off a goblin once. You know, I did this or that whenever I was younger. It's not like that when we were facing strength in numbers, right? So that's pretty cool to see as well. So he also does explain how he kind of explains him. I don't know. It's really kind of weird to put this, but he kind of explains not only, you know, his hatred for goblins and all these things in between. He kind of explains who he is in the sense of it's goblin lives over human lives, and he kind of explains his point of view on that, I guess is the best way to put it. So our man Goblin Slayer wasn't going to help the rookies. He didn't care if they die. He wanted to go slay some goblins. And yeah, he could slay goblins there, but then those goblins are left to do what the hell they want. So he's like, nah, we're not going to go save them. And we see the arguing, and we see that blonde-haired girl, she really felt like a side character today for sure. Jeez. But they didn't even feel like a support character for a little bit. But we get to see that she is she's probably going to be the key to changing him. That's something that's going to be interesting to see as the show does go forward. She was probably going to be the person to change him. And we also find at the same time that he finds killing goblins fun. He gets the thrill off of it, and that goes back to him partially being insane, and it's making me wonder, where is he going to end up at the end of this season? That's something that's really going to interest me, especially with the ending scene, and we see 3 people that are looking for the Goblin Slayer, and they want to work with him, obviously, and we see him in an opening and stuff like that. That's the party. We get to see that in the opening. That's going to be the party. And that one green elf girl, really love her character design. You know, really nice character design, really pretty. It was really cool to see. You can tell they actually the illustrator and whatnot went all out for that. That's cool to see. So other than that, though, OP was not anything special. I don't think I mentioned that yet. I thought it was to start off really. It started off really good, but then like I don't know, just didn't have that OST for me. That official soundtrack. You know, the opening was good visually, I guess, but it didn't have that oomph. Yeah, oomph is the best way to put it. So other than that, though, not too much to say about Goblin Slayer today. Just really learned about our main character, the Goblin Slayer, and that's all we needed to do. So. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool to see how he just kind of lost his mind a little bit. So we can see him get a lot of character development. I mean, we got to see him as a kid, and he is lively. He's getting mad that he couldn't go to town with the redheaded girl. Like we see that he has such a emotional personality as to where now he is such an emotionless. But I mean, hey, we see what happens to people whenever they get the girls that get assaulted by goblins. They go to a temple, and hell, they're never seen again. They're temple grounded, right? And then at the same time, think about what it does to someone who witnesses what happens with goblins. I mean, we got to see that the opposite of that is they become avengers rather than go to a temple and live their days there because they're so messed up with despair. Despair turns man into avengers, and it seems as if it turns the females into just pure despair for the most part. That's what it seems like. So, yeah. But other than that, though, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25. See you guys next time. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed.